Yeah. But anyway, so while we're on the topic of we have been on the topic of basketball, and it is the NBA playoffs. I did want to ask you to make a
Is
pick
it
here.
gauntlet time?
So there's there's a couple gauntlets, and this is the traditional gauntlet will come in the form of actually giving you the dollar amount with the card prices, but this is more of pick a player, because the reason
Okay.
why
Okay.
this is relevant is because I believe that if you're going to buy modern, ultra modern basketball right now, you because it is May 2nd, you have to pick a guy that is going to win the NBA championship. So in essence, this is an NBA championship pick. This is what this is, disguised as a card pick. So if you had to pick one of the following guys right now, and that's part of the reason why these guys are so high on our sports card investment report, because we do believe that they do have the best chance to have a huge spike in card value right now. But if you had to pick between Steph, Giannis, Booker, Luka, or Tatum, or someone else in the NBA right now, who would it be? Maybe Ja, maybe somebody that's not on this list. Maybe it's a support type guy that's still in the mix, but I think the best chance to basically, it's like roulette. It's kind of like the roulette wheel of sports card investing, because like I'm not saying go out and buy all these guys right now. In fact, like I would probably tell everybody the opposite of that. I would probably say like wait
Mhm.
to buy a lot of these guys until like August, when no one really gives a crap about the NBA yet. Um, so, but the reason why they are ranked so high on our sports card investment report is because they do have long-term value, in addition to the fact that they could win an NBA championship this year and see a spike in their value. But the tricky part is you really have to pick one of them, which is why I'm asking you, Kendall, to pick one of them.
Oof. So the ones that you said, just to like, to narrow it for my brain at least a little bit, is Steph, Booker,
Steph,
Giannis,
Booker, Giannis.
Tatum, Luka, and did you have a sixth one?
No, it would be somebody else, or I did throw in Ja just because I think Ja would be
Yeah,
the
I'll put Ja in
next.
there.
Yeah.
Um, well, first off, I think my favorite investment, like, or maybe not that, maybe the guy that I would be the most excited to purchase a card of his from just a sheer fan perspective is Ja. Like that dude is awesome. And I watched that dunk of his, the dunk, I think I watched it like 50 times last week, where he was just yamming on some people. Like the guy is electric. And I don't even think we're even close to his full potential. Like I think he will win several MVPs and is I think, like once Steph retires and I think it's going to be like Giannis and Ja's league. Like Zion, I think that ship has sailed. Personally, I don't think he's ever going to be back to Zion of old. I know I'm in the minority there. I know people are like, this guy's still incredible. Great. I do not want any shares of him, to be honest. Um, but Ja is my guy in terms of the fullness. But in terms of investing right now for most potential return, I think I would choose Tatum because Boston is on an electric run right now. From January to now, they have done some stupid, impressive things. Especially when you look at like the narrative behind like Brown and Tatum getting in a room together and just saying, "What do we got to do to figure this out?" And then they leave that room and go on like a 12-game win streak or something like that. Like they came from the bottom of the East and then were leading the East, to start the playoffs. I'm pretty sure, or maybe they were number two, but you'll have to check me on that since I'm not a super basketball dude. But I know
Number two
enough
seed.
about it. Okay, so I know enough to be like Boston is for real. I've watched enough playoff games this year, and I've bet on enough playoff games this year to know that I'm taking Boston as the underdog anytime I've seen them as the underdog. But I think So my best potential return, I think, is Tatum, because if he does end up in the NBA Finals, I think they're winning, because I don't think that a team from the West matches up well with them, to be honest. But I think if they don't end up getting past the Bucks, then Giannis is going to be the play again. So I don't know. I'm not taking Booker because I don't think he's 100% right. With the injury, I don't know. I think he's going to rush it back, and I don't think he's going to be great, but I don't think he's going to be Booker. I think Steph's market is pretty high already. I'm not sure how much more ceiling that could go if he wins another championship. I mean, there will be a little bit of a pump, but I'm not sure the exponential gain will be there anywhere else like there would be for Tatum.
I like it. Well, props to you for the ballsy call. It's not easy to pick between one of these guys, and it's not easy to see the Celtics winning a championship, even though they did come an amazing way back from a horrible situation early in the season where Udoka could not get those guys on the same page. Yeah. There was a bunch of public comments with Marcus Smart and Ime Udoka, and it just didn't look good. The fact that, I mean,
Tatum's then Smart came back and won Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah, and Tatum has won me over. He's a beast. There's no doubt that he is a great sports card investment. He's number 7 on our investment report right now. Mainly, like I said, the reason why these guys are ranked so high is because I think they're the surefire best long-term investments. They just happen to be at the highest point to buy in on them right now because of it is the NBA playoffs. So I'm not saying don't buy them now. I'm saying the better time to buy.
Yeah. Also, hear me as I'm not buying any of these. I'm not buying any of those guys right now.
But for people who want to buy basketball cards right now as investments, I do think they have to buy the guy that they think is going to win the championship, because that's going to be the thing that's going to spike the value, and that's how they're going to make money. So if you're going to, like you mentioned betting, I mean, I think, first of all, I'm so glad I live in Spain, and so I'm outside the legal area to actually use FanDuel or DraftKings, because if I were in Tennessee right now, I'd be blowing way too much money on those apps. Because I'm not good at betting. But the thing I like about sports cards is, and this will not be the first time you've heard someone say this, but you own the asset. So even if Tatum doesn't win this year, you still own the asset.
And I still think he's a great long-term play.
Yeah, for sure. I personally don't think they're going to get by the Bucks. The Bucks are
I really don't either.
Giannis is my favorite player, and Giannis is my guy. So if I had to pick one of these guys, it's really hard to pass on Booker and Steph, but I'm going to pick Giannis to go all the way back to back. I think he does end up being my next Magic Johnson. He's already a guy.
Yeah, I think he ends up going down. So. I think once LeBron is retired and once Steph is gone, it's Giannis's league, I think. And I think I alluded to that when I was talking about Ja. But like, yep. When he comes over from Greece at 17 years old, like, what a story. Like, this guy is, I think he's only like 24. Like, he might legitimately have 15 to 20 more seasons. Like, that's insane. But anyway.
So you're real quick, you made a good point about Zion and Ja. There's that 2019 wax obviously still exists. There's a lot of it that's been ripped and sold and submitted to grading companies and whatnot, obviously because of Zion and Ja. But you've got Jordan Poole in there, and I want to make the point that this is not me making a point about Jordan Poole increasing the value of 2019 wax, although I'm sure that is happening because Jordan Poole is doing what he's doing right now. But I want people to think about Jordan Poole in the following context. This is just kind of like general thoughts for sports card investing. I think a lot of the times we are scared of hype being the only factor that can drive someone's card value, and I think that sort of scares and annoys some of us who really are true fans of the game and want player performance to drive more of the market in terms of pricing. And I just want to point out that like let's let Jordan Poole be an example to all of us, because he really didn't come in with a whole lot of draft hype, if any at all. I mean, he's a late first round pick on a team that already had Steph and Clay at the same position, and so now he's a hobby darling. So the point is, you can become a hobby darling through your play on the court, on the field, etc. And so I just think that like everybody keep the faith. If you've got a guy that
I love
you
that.
think is going to, yeah, if you've got a guy that you think is going to outperform his hype, like go there and buy his big cards. See where we've got him ranked on our sports card investment report, right, Kendall? And then you go buy his cards. Shows on the feed, so we encourage you to subscribe. And if you need direction on how to subscribe, just go to sportscardstrategy.com, and there's quick links to subscribe to all of our shows right there, and join the Facebook group. We'd love to see you join the Facebook group so we can connect with you, so we can understand more about your sports card investing journey and help you out even more. And check out the nooffseason.com sports card investment report. Save 20% by using the promo code NOOFFSEASON. And we'd love you to check out marketmoversapp.com and get your first month for only $1 by using the promo code NOOFFSEASON. Everybody, thanks for listening and watching, and have a great day.